Welcome to the Navigating Dental Insurance Podcast, where we don't take from insurance companies. Here are your hosts, Mr. Jordan Comstock and Mr. Ben Duine. This podcast is sponsored by BoomCloud Dental Membership Software, www.boomcloudapps.com, and Veritas Dental Resources, www.veritasdentalresources.com. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Navigating Dental Insurance Podcast, everybody. I am your host today, Jordan Comstock, and today we have Deana Zost from RevenueWell, and we're going to go right into that interview right now. So I hope you guys enjoy the show. So I have a co-host. His name's Ben Duine. He's not going to be here with us today.
Okay.
But Ben, I think Ben knows a lot of people in Revenue. I know he knows Kelly really well.
Yes, she said she was on a couple of years ago.
She was on in 2016. I think she was one of our first guests when we started it.
Oh my gosh.
I need to get her back on because she's awesome.
She's amazing.
I love Kelly.
I love her.
I know.
Yeah.
In fact, I got a phone call with her this week.
Tell her I said hello. She and I have a problem, as you'll figure out very quick, that we schedule a 30-minute catch-up kind of brainstorming session, and an hour and a half later, we have legal pads full of all these, because she and I we just mesh and we just play off each other. So she's so good.
Yeah, she's awesome. I really enjoy her. Let's see. So the title of our podcast is Navigating Dental Insurance. SayNoToPPOs.com is our website. So basically, we help practices optimize either working with insurance or reducing dependence on PPOs. So that's the whole gist of it. So
you're lucky it's me, because I will tell you. Okay, so let me jump in here. So I came from a fee-for-service practice.
Awesome. Love it.
And I'm on Gary's Breaking Free of the Shackles of Insurance.
Hey, so am I.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Gary and I, so when I was at SCN a couple weeks ago, Gary called me like Friday morning before the conference started, and we recorded a webinar together on breaking free from the shackles of insurance. And then him and I just did one for my kind of network and audience maybe a month or two ago. But it's it's a good topic. Awesome. So what did you talk about when you went on Gary's?
Oh my gosh. Well, the first one I did was Dentistry Rocks with Deana Zost. And it's just, my love of dentistry and the love of our patients, and kind of a reminder to everybody of why we do what we do. We're here to fellowship with people. We're not here because it's all about us and they're running late. And it's this, we make it so much about ourselves. Yeah. When we really go in and serve, this is what can happen. And this is why dentistry rocks. And dentistry is just sort of it's the icing on the cake or the sprinkles on the cupcake. Yeah. But the real reason why we get out of bed in the morning is we get to go in and be a part of other people's lives and make dentistry a positive experience. And that's what I live for.
Very cool. Yeah. And let's just continue the conversation. I'll add an intro later. I think this has been good. This has been good.
That works for me.
This flows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sometimes we have those guests where we can do that, right? It works. I'm like, man, this is already good content.
It's what I do. It's what I do for you.
Yeah. So, when you were on Gary's podcast, you mainly talked about the patient experience and making sure that's important.
Absolutely. So we talked about that. And then the second one I was on kind of was part 2, but it was called How to Slay the Insurance Monster.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, I knew you'd get excited.
I'm known in the industry as the anti-insurance guy.
I am exactly the same way. And I will be honest, I am not about, there are people who, yes, there are offices who take PPOs, and God bless them. Yes. But we have to take insurance out of the conversation and stop. We did it to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
We did it.
Yeah.
And so we're making patients more dependent, and we're allowing them to really make that important to them, when we really need to take the ball back into our court and let them know it's really not about your insurance, and it's really not insurance. It's a benefit, because insurance is not there's no insurance. You're going to get your insurance.
No, that's true. I love it.
It's about the care, but you can't just all of a sudden wake up one day if you're in a PPO practice, or you're really thinking about going less PPO or more fee for service, you can't wake up one day and go, okay, today we're going to get off all of our plans.
I've seen some practices do that, and it's crazy. It gets crazy.
You can't do that.
No.
So you have to have a plan behind it. And the way that you do that, the way that you're able to come off those plans or never get on those plans is, number one, you have to have customer service out your nose.
Yeah,
so
you got to figure that out. Make sure it's solid. And that really goes to any business, really. If you have poor customer experience or patient experience, whatever your industry calls it, your business is going to fail, right? It's totally expected in this day and age that a practice or any business has to have a solid customer experience.
And that goes along with having a team that believes in you,
Yeah.
because that's going to make the customer experience, the patient experience amazing. Because if your team believes in you and they're feeling that vibe of fun. Now, I'm not saying you can go in and have a party every day. I do.
I mean, that would be awesome. I would do that. Yeah.
But, just to be able to back up why you're fee for service. And one of my favorite things to do is to help people see the possible when they think it's impossible.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of ways that you can really, really help your team and yourself and your practice to be less insurance driven and educate your patients at the same time. And one of my favorite things, I love the new patients. Yeah. I love our new patient phone calls and the tour, and it's like a first date. I told this to Gary Tackick. I'm like, it's like a first date.
Yeah.
You want to put your best foot forward, and but now, sidebar to that, your patients who've been with you 25 years, it's like you've been married 25, so you better still take them on a date.
Totally, yeah.
But that new patient phone call, the first two questions you should ask is, what is their name, and use their name and pronounce it correctly, and how did they hear about the office?
Yeah.
Now, that's going to give you a ton to really drive the patient to where you want them to go. They may answer those first two questions, but the first thing they're going to say is, do you take my insurance?
Yep.
It just happens. It's just how it is. Find out, if they ask the question, number one, best thing to say is, if you're, let's say, I will pick on MetLife, not really, but I'll just use them for an example.
Yeah, let's do it.
If you're not contracted with them, it's okay. Have the confidence in your doctor to say, you know what? You won't find us on that list, but we are able to take your insurance here. We'll help you capture all of your benefits, but our main concern is your care. Yeah. So start off on that foot, and don't focus so much on the insurance.
The insurance mindset. Yeah, I agree 100% with you.
Yeah. And then find out why they're looking for a new doctor.
Yeah.
Because I will bet you $1 million. Well, not that much, but I will bet you.
Come on, go big or go home, Deana.
I will bet you 2 months for your RevenueWell.
There we go.
That if you ask them why they're looking, you're going to tie that into the PPO. They either can't get in, or when they get in to see their doctor, they have to. The doctor doesn't spend much time with them.
Yeah.
If that's what comes out of their mouth, you have more than enough, carte blanche to say, may I tell you that that's how high PPO dental practices are run.
Yes.
We are different here.
Yeah.
We care more about your time. We care about, the value of our dentistry. We care about you as a person. And that is why, and I'll use my doctor, Dr. Martinson, is very fervent about not contracting, because we want it to be about you and not your insurance.
Yeah. And I agree with that. I think insurance kind of just gets in the way of both the practice and the patient on the quality care that a practice should be providing to a patient. And I see that all the time. My background, Deana, I used to manage a dental lab, so I would see the PPOs. They would the quality of work that would come in through those practices that were more PPO focused versus the fee for service focused practices, night and day difference in quality care. Fee for service being more quality. I would see that all the time, and I'm sure you see that a lot in the industry as well.
I do, and you know what? It's through no fault of the doctors or the teams.
Yeah.
They're just they're
it's the
playing
insurance
their hand.
mindset. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I see a lot of doctors that, they're rushing through. They're doing the best they can, and by the end of the day, they're still not making money.
Yeah.
They've seen probably 3 times more patients than the fee-for-service practice, but the fee-for-service practice is very profitable because they're not just, okay, here, well, we're going to do your crown because MetLife is only going to pay us $348, so we're going to do it for this. Or normally, and hey, that is it, and they combine the build-up, just saying.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
And then normally,
holy smokes,
my doctor's getting $1,500 for her crown, but I know that is the best place for that patient to be because she's amazing. She takes a lot of CE. She invests in herself and her team. Like, there's a lot that goes behind, hey, we want to be fee for service, because it is a different can of worms.
Yeah, it is.
It's a delicious can of worms, I will say that.
Awesome. Worms.
Yeah, worms. I mean, everyone's like, the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
And you hear people go, I don't like worms. I love worms. I'm going to get them all.
I like the candy worms. The one with the sour sugar on it, that's my favorite.
Yes. Okay. Just brush and floss after. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, because they're probably really bad, right?
They are, but they're so, everything in moderation, as Uche says. Everything in moderation.
Totally. So I got a question for. I want to learn more a little bit about you, and I'm sure our audience wants to know a little bit more about you. Deana, I met you at the SCN conference, the Speakers Consulting Network, in California, and you spoke there and did an awesome job. I loved your presentation there. And tell us, how did you get started in dentistry? So we know, like.
This is a really good story.
Good. I love good stories.
So it was 1992. I was only 2 years old. I swear when I started. No, I was actually an art history major in college.
Oh, my wife did that.
My plan was to travel the world, and I was going to go to Egypt and crawl, into the pyramids until I found out exactly how small those tunnels were. And I was like, heck no, I'm not doing that. But one of my best friends in the entire world, Jeannie Walter, was a hygienist at the time. And she said, hey, my doctor's looking for someone to be a dental assistant. Do you want to apply? I was like, heck yeah, I can do that. So
nice.
I actually went on, and it was the only interview I've ever done with 15 other 20-year-olds.
Okay.
And so there were like 15 of us, and we were being interviewed by the doctor and the team. So it was like a panel interview.
It was like a group interview?
Yes. It was.
That's funny.
It was fun, and I'm sweet, but I am competitive.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I'm gonna win. So I'm sizing everybody up and smiling all sweet, and I'm thinking, as I'm listening to their answers, I'm like, oh dear Jesus, I got this. So I ended up getting the job with Carter Hallmark in a little town, Irving, Texas.
Irving, Texas. I'm familiar.
He hired me for my bubbly personality.
Yeah.
And
I would too.
He was great. I mean, he taught me everything that I needed to know. I was a horrible dental assistant. I'm just going to say that. I fell over on a patient who was an attorney. I'm actually suctioning, and I'm leaning over. And back in the day, we had the spit bowls.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning way over because I'm so intrigued by, the endo procedure. And I literally fall over on the patient. And
nice.
It's funny, he must have liked it, because every time he came in after that, he's like, so is Deana my assistant today? And I'm like, no.
He's like, dang it, I was hoping she would fall on me again.
I know, I wanted her to fall again. Then I had another patient that the very first time I got to make a temporary crown way back when, we had these aluminum crown forms, and you filled it and fitted it. Well, I was going to be fancy. I took the aluminum crown form off and, made it groovy, and I even stained the darn thing. I wanted it to be so nice. The patient, as I was fitting it in, I turned around to clean some things up, and all of a sudden I heard this kind of choking sound.
Oh, gosh.
And I turned around, and he's choking on the temporary crown I made.
Oh, man.
Now, airway and a big tongue. I don't know how that tongue fit in his mouth, but it did.
Big steak tongue.
Yes, Jordan. This is how geeky I am. I looked at him. We had just gotten our CPR cards. And remember, I'm brand new to assisting, so brand new to healthcare, and I follow the letter of the law. And I look at him. And I don't know if it's changed or not, but you're supposed to ask if you can give the Heimlich maneuver. So here I am. May I give you the Heimlich maneuver, Mr. Patient? I jump in the back of the chair. My arms and my legs wrap around here for some reason. And I'm all of like 100 pounds at this time. I do the Heimlich. I save his life. Dr. Hallmark walks in when I'm still in the chair, like right behind the patient. He's like, is everything okay? I'm like, it is now. Can we just disinfect that? Because it's so good. You know, talking about the
oh my gosh, that's good. That's good.
The next week, and I'm telling you,
there's more.
So the next week, oh yeah. I mean, you don't think he left me an assistant for long after that, do you? But the next week, he called me into his office, and he was so kind in the way that he did this. But he said, you know what? You're always in such a good mood and smiling, and I really want to move you to the front office so that you're the first person my patients see when they walk in. Oh,
awesome.
And that's how he got me.
And you're going to have a desk in front of you so you can't fall on him.
Exactly. But you know what's funny? As many things as I messed up, I still never thought like I was bad because I loved it so much.
Yeah.
But here's my sort of spin on the story is I've saved a life in dentistry, which is true.
Okay, yeah.
I did the Heimlich.
Totally, yeah.
And I think Dr. Hallmark just saw my potential as an office manager, so he moved me to the business office.
Yeah, awesome.
That's my story, and I'm sick of doing it. It's been great. It's been such a great run, and I love patients. I love every aspect of it. The cranky patients are even my favorite because I like to get a smile out of them. But
try to get the challenge of making them smile.
I love it. I still do it now. It's fun. But no, that's how I got started. And over the years, I've worked in all areas of dentistry. I mean, you name it, I've done it, except for be the hygienist or the dentist. Awesome. I love what we do, and we have the power. It's a superpower.
Yeah.
To change the perception of dentistry from negative to positive.
Yeah.
And wake up every day with that attitude, and you wake up every day with okay, who am I going to bless today?
Yeah.
Who am I going to help today? I'm telling you, your day just becomes so good.
Yeah. No, I love that mindset. I think it's so important. I think it's also cool because you have a very similar story as my wife. Obviously, she didn't fall on people. I'm just teasing. I'm gonna next time I see you, I'm gonna just walk to this side and be like, "Hey, Deana." No, but my wife was a art history major, and then she also went into dental assisting.
Wow.
For a while. She doesn't do it anymore. She just focuses on the kids now at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what she did, and she kind of got roped into it because my whole family is in dentistry. And when we were dating, she's like, I need a job. I'm coming back from college, and I need a job. I'm like, oh, I'll talk to one of our docs, and that we work with at the lab, and we found a doctor that needed a dental assistant. So she took the job, and that's how she got started in it as well. So I think that's kind of cool that you kind of have that similar story. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm telling you, and it's all I blame the Egyptians, because once I found out seriously how small those tunnels were, I was like, different profession, bring it to me, gotta have it.
That's funny. That's funny. Very cool. Yeah. So you also work with RevenueWell, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about tell our audience what you do for RevenueWell. I know you speak a lot in the industry. You speak at all the big events, correct? Is what or you're trying to get there.
Every place I am that I speak, it becomes
big. Yeah. I love that mindset.
So in Texas, we have a couple of things. We have big mouths, big hair, and big attitudes.
You're originally from Texas?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got to Texas as fast as I could. So I was about 8 years old when my parents moved. So I'm
nice.
A hybrid.
So you're a hybrid, but you grew up most of your life in Texas. Very cool.
In Texas, yeah.
I've
been here long enough to be a Texan.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I love Texas. I love Austin, Texas, because I'm a big music geek.
Yeah.
And I love the culture there in Austin, Texas. And it seems like I'm a huge kayaker. I love kayaking. It seems like when I was there, everyone kayaked. So I'm like, this is like So cool.
It's true. And no matter where you are in Texas, there's a lake or a river.
Yeah,
and
it's like Utah.
Everybody does have a kayak. It's just one of those things.
It's just,
I don't
you
know.
got to have it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But for RevenueWell, I'm a territory manager. So it's kind of funny. I always say I have a big chunk of the country that I get to travel and have such a great adventure with this company. It is the best thing I have ever seen for a dental practice to use to communicate with their patients. It's so easy.
I agree, yeah.
So that's where it comes in every day. I wake up now, instead of what patient am I going to bless today? Now I wake up and I'm like, okay, what office am I going to bless today? What front office team am I going to make things so much better for? Or I will dare say this, what cranky office manager am I going to get to smile today?
Yes.
And I can say that because they're my tribe.
Yeah, they're your tribe. You got them. You know them.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
But
yeah.
It's so wonderful to go in and people really, they don't like change.
No, they don't.
You and I talked about the Skype thing.
So yep.
They don't like change. I want to make sure that they're supported and we just have a great culture in our company. I can't say enough about it.
I swear, every person I've met from RevenueWell, I've really liked. I've connected with. I've always enjoyed hanging out with them. You know, and I think I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but it seems to be working.
It's the birds of a feather effect.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's really
very true.
It is, and our hearts are to serve. We've grown so much since I've been there, almost 3 years. It's crazy the amount of growth.
Yeah, I saw Alex posted something on Facebook today about your guys' growth, and I was like, right on. You guys are killing it. It's awesome.
It's so great. So, and it's funny because Alex snatched me up at the AADOM National Conference in Tennessee 3 years back. That's when we first met at ADA in 2014, briefly. And we'd known each other on social media. We were kindred spirits. I swear Nudell is my spirit animal. He just has to be.
Yeah.
But I was in 2015, I had won one of the Patterson scholarships to go to the AADOM National Conference.
Okay, cool.
And I had to write an essay, why I love being an office manager by Deana Zost. And Alex, when I got there, every time I turned around, there was this sweet Russian man following me around in a cowboy hat and some boots. And I'm telling you, put Alex anywhere, he just fits right in.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll
he's
say,
great.
y'all.
I love Alex. Y'all.
He's good. But for 3 days, he's like, you've got to come to work for me, Deana. And I kept saying no. I said, Alex, I'm an office manager. I'm not a salesperson. You'll fire me after a week. And I said, I love being with my doctor and helping our patients. And talk about a salesperson. Alex said, think about how much more you would love helping practices across the country and all of their patients.
Yeah.
And I said, sold.
So you got me, Alex. No, that's so cool.
Yeah. So he's been amazing. He's been such a great mentor. And oh my gosh, he created such a great product that I don't ever feel like I'm selling anything. I'm going in going, okay, name some challenges because I'm here with your magic solution.
Yeah,
and
totally.
We do it.
I love RevenueWell's product, and I think I was talking to Alex back in California at SCN, and he was mentioning to me that you guys have a system in the software that allows practices to kind of get a report on their uninsured patient base.
Well, so what we can do is there's a ton of ways that you can filter the reports and you can send to uninsured patients. What I love about that is if you have like an in-office plan or something like that, you can really target market your patients. And I swear these campaigns, it takes you 10 seconds to go through and create it and send it out. It's you almost think you're doing it wrong. It's so easy. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I've seen a lot of you guys' platform, and I think it's such an awesome tool. And a lot of our users for Boom Cloud, it's one of their biggest tasks that need to do is communicate and market to the practice about creating their in-house membership program that we help them with. And I think patient communication is key, especially in the early days when a practice is long. If a practice truly wants to be, fee for service or take care of the uninsured, they need to know how to communicate to those patients and need to learn how, in the early days, get the low hanging fruit of the existing patient base. And I think your guys' software can help out with that, as well as a bunch of other things that the practice needs. So.
Absolutely. And another thing I love too is when we talk about creating that customer service, let's automate a lot of your systems in the business office, because if we can't give any more than 24 hours in a day, but if we can help that team manage what's on their plate and automate it, it frees up so much time for them to do wonderful things like spend a little more time on the phone call with a new patient, or do a new patient tour, really amp up that value. And it's as corny as it sounds, and it may be because I'm from the South, but you get to have time to look at the family vacation pictures and grandkid pictures. And sometimes we're the only person that gets to take a look at those grandkid pictures. So, it's worth taking a moment for. So I think RevenueWell is amazing. So if you just turn it on, I would say you just tell us, you train us on how you do things. We'll do it your way. Yeah. And just let it run.
Totally. I think I'm a huge fan of automation. I think so. Before this call, Deana, as you know, I was in a dental practice down in Provo, Utah, trying to help them out. And there was so many things that this practice was doing manually, and as you can imagine, it was creating so many challenges to run that practice, from patient communication to managing their membership program, all the way down to accounting. They were doing some certain things in accounting that were manual but could have easily been automated. And you're 100% right. When you can streamline tasks or automate tasks, then you can spend more time with those patients and give them a true patient experience, and really focus on patient care. I mean, that's what it really is all about. So I couldn't agree with you more there.
Yeah, and that's what grows your practice. And it's really, if you give a great experience, I mean, the best thing that's going to happen is those great patients are going to refer more great patients. Yeah. And it becomes a snowball effect in such a positive way. And again, we have to remember why we get out of bed in the morning, and it's to serve others, whether it's through dentistry or
through software or through whatever, right?
Exactly. Whether it's through automating, but it's serving others with the gifts you have within you. And it's just, I always remind myself every day and really try to be an example to remind team members that it's not about us, it's about the patient. But let's give you a tool so that you can really have the chance to make it more about the patient.
Yeah, 100% agree. So cool. Awesome. So also you said you mentioned earlier that you were, you focused on a fee-for-service practice, right, when you were in dentistry?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have experience working with a PPO, like heavy PPO, or mainly fee-for-service?
So I do have experience in a heavy PPO practice. Most practices I had been in were very light. Okay. But the last practice I was in with Dr. Heather Martinson in Arlington, fee-for-service only, just so good. So good. The high PPO office, I will tell you, that's the other can of worms. Yeah. It was a high stress. You really wanted to do your best. And I'm not saying anything bad about, if of practice right now it's on PPO, but I'm telling you my experience. Yeah. High stress, a lot of team members, but a lot of team members doing everything, in 25 different ways.
I can imagine.
You walk in the morning, and I will tell you, sometimes before you even walk in, you're having a pep talk like, okay, we can do this, because most grievances throughout the day was, well, my insurance didn't pay for this.
All insurance related. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you really, it becomes like you really get this huge dislike for insurance.
Trust me. I grew up, everyone in my family doing dentistry. My mom was an office manager, and she used to work from home on multiple days throughout the week, and she would there was days I remember coming home from school where she was just so frustrated and so stressed out because she was working with an insurance company that wouldn't pay out the claims, or there's some issue that way, right?
Yeah.
And I think that with a heavy PPO office, I think that can become a huge stress for both for the practice and the patients, right?
Yeah.
The fee-for-service practice that you initially started with, were they always fee-for-service, or did they convert to fee-for-service?
She was PPO prior to me joining into the practice, but when I got there, it was fee-for-service.
It was full fee-for-service. Okay.
Yes, I have been in practices where we've come off of certain plans, after. This is why it's so important to track our numbers and do correct write-offs on the ledger, because at the end of the year, I actually went to the two doctors I was working for a couple of years back and said, we could have taken off a couple of weeks and still all been paid had we not written all this off. And, you've got to, when you see it in hard numbers, it is hard to deny that,
Yeah, we have a profit margin analysis tool that we give our users of our software.
Yeah.
They're able to take all their expenses and everything for each procedure. It's kind of a detailed report, and compare it to what it would be like if they were, on their each insurance. It'll show which procedure is profitable or not profitable.
Right.
And it's amazing. The other day I was talking to a practice, and they had if they were to do a denture with this particular, if a patient was on a certain insurance, they would be losing negative 58% profit.
Oh, where were you when I was
denture.
in a practice 3 years ago? Because I would have geeked out on this tool.
Yeah,
that is huge.
It's just we just use Google, not Google. We just use an Excel spreadsheet with it just calculated it out, where they can go out and put it in. It's pretty manual, but we'll probably end up putting it into the software. But I was amazed at that, and it. My question, when I was at the dental lab I used to manage for my dad, it was always hard when practices were doing dentures with us. It seemed like it was like dentures are really profitable for a dental lab, but they're like not very profitable for a practice.
Not
right?
at all.
It's depending on the insurance, right? If they're uninsured or not. But typically here in Utah, there's so many practices that are just heavy PPO. It made it very challenging. We would talk to a lot of practices about, getting dentures through our dental lab when we did it. And we just would have so much pushback because practices just didn't make money on them. And I think it's important to understand for a practice that making a profit is totally it's important, right? It's not everything. It's not everything, but it is very important.
Yeah.
It's a byproduct for, of you taking care of your patients.
I would love to ask you this question, and no offense to any dentist out there. I'm just saying this because y'all know I love you.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, what was the quality of impression or the logistics, everything you needed to get to create a denture from a high PPO practice compared to a fee for service? And I'm trying to make sort of shedding light on the time factor, because when we're in a rush, we tend to not be able to do things.
Yep.
To our best extent.
Yep. Yeah, you see lots of poor impression materials, or just impressions, right, from the patient. So because when you're in heavy PPO, which here in Utah there's just so many PPOs or heavy PPO practices, that I would definitely see lower quality of work. And there's a particular office that I'm thinking of that they're fee for service. A lot of big leaders here in Utah. Business and church leaders would go to this particular practice. They were fee for service, and I swear every time he did a case with the lab, it was perfect. Yeah. Impressions looked great. Everything went smoothly because he was able to take the time of day that he needed to make a good impression and to go forward with whatever case he was doing. But I see a lot of that, and I remember also practices that were on heavy PPOs. They would ask for a special pricing for dentures or crowns or whatever it was, right? And we would have to go find a cheaper material to make up for that, right? And I think that's what insurance mindset brings to our entire industry, right? If we allow it to, And I think I've never agreed with that mindset.
Yeah,
so.
No. And it's just like, if you put it in the medical perspective,
yeah.
Like, let's say I break my arm and I'm going into the ER. I'm not going to go, well, can you use a cheaper doctor and a cheaper material for my brace? Because, I mean, you know what I mean? We don't do that. Exactly. We just walk in and go, fix me. And you do whatever. And it's just because we want the best care for our body. And what a lot of people don't realize is, okay, your mouth, that is the entryway to your body itself. So let's, place some value there. But I think, and two, going along with the dentures and having a PPO fee. I mean, do you know how many times those patients come back in for adjustments and we're having to set up a room?
Or the denture breaks because they're using, less poor quality materials.
Right.
Or the teeth wear out because I remember the lab used a cheaper set of teeth to cover those types of cases because we needed to make a profit. We can't just eat it, right?
Right.
And we can't just write off. That's our mindset. So I don't know why the mindset in the industry says, oh, let's just write these off, right? I just think it's backwards. So the teeth would wear out on the dentures far quicker and they needed to be replaced, more often. And it's all because of the PPO and the mindset it brings to our industry.
Yeah, and my favorite thing is when I'd have a patient be a little arrogant. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm buying doctor's next vacation."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "You're not even buying her next Diet Coke. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you're on MetLife.
Like, whatever.
Or whatever plan you're on. Yeah, goodness.
I have joked with patients about that when I'll have somebody. I'm like, you barely just bought her a Diet Coke, so I'm just letting you.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I do think patients need to be educated on what insurance is doing to the industry because patients are obviously a huge part of the industry. I think practice should focus on educating what insurance is and what it isn't and what it does for the patient on like the quality level and then what it does to the practice on a business and quality level, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just my mindset.
When patients come in, and they will all come in around September, October, because they'll all have, it's open enrollment. And they're like, what's the best insurance? What I say, I'm like, no dental insurance. Take that money and put it in your HSA or flex plan and don't get dental insurance because then you're in control.
Yeah.
Patients don't I cannot tell you how many light bulbs I've seen go on like, I'm in control. Yes. Now you're in control of your care. Dental insurance isn't. And I will always kind of bring up, a little passive aggressive Southern thing. Remember the issue we had with them not paying your crown? Remember this?
Yeah, remember that?
And they're like, that's it. So this is like the nugget of gold that everybody can take. Remind them of a little snafu that's happened and let them know they're in control. You will be surprised. I mean, there are great companies out there. Care Credit's amazing.
Yeah.
Go, just get a Care Credit card and if you want to use that and get reimbursed by your HSA or your flex plan will cover, your dentistry. It's show them the options because they don't know what they don't know. And it's I'm telling you, it works because I've been a part. Trust me. Again, that's my second favorite thing to do is to get a patient off dental insurance.
Yeah. No, that's one of my favorite things to do too. So.
Because they're paying so much for it.
Yeah.
Per themselves, per each family member. But if you just go, okay, how much does that say? And then calculate it up for a whole year, just for fun and say, just invest this portion into your flex or HSA.
Yeah.
They never will think about that until you help think bigger than what they are.
You got to educate your patient base. That's what I'm all about is good education. I think when you do that, practice owners, staff members, the patient ends up trusting you more when you can be honest and you can help them learn about our industry, right? Yeah. Another cool thing I saw today, actually Ben sent me an email of BusinessInsider.com. They had an article all about direct primary care, which is another name for in-house membership programs, right?
Yeah.
In fact, that's what the laws are called, to help practices be able to do those without insurance regulation. And Business Insider just wrote an article about just healthcare and insurance, and how the direct primary care model, or the fee-for-service model, where you're going directly to patients going directly to the doctor, and there's no middleman for things. Business Insider is starting to write about that concept, and how important it is to for the patient and for the practice, right? That it's totally doable to do that, and there's a lot of cool things happening in the industry, and with laws that allow practices to be able to do that and cut out the insurance middleman, because I think they're a mess.
Can you imagine? Now, I don't want you insurance coordinators out there freaking out that we're trying to take your job, but can you imagine?
No.
We'll now make you the marketing coordinator. Now
Yeah,
you
there's
get to do something fun.
Yeah, or like what I say with, like, when practices are starting their in-house membership programs, I'm like, look, now you're the membership program coordinator. Like,
you're the VIP. This is going to age me, but you're like Julie on the Love Boat. You're like the social director now. It's going to be so fun. You get to go in and make everybody's day instead of breaking everybody's day.
Oh, sorry, your insurance didn't pay this claim. You're going to figure it out.
Exactly.
It's going to be the opposite.
Sorry, but so instead of making people really mad at you, now you're going to just make people smile. But I will encourage all practices to get with Jordan. Don't try to create your own in-house membership. You will just stink at it. I'm just going to tell you that. It is not an easy thing to do, and there are laws in different states, and then you've got the federal law, which trumps all of it. There are just things going on. So let the experts like Jordan do what they do best, and then because Jordan's not going to come in and do dentistry for you. He's not going to pick up the drill.
I can make a crown still, but I don't know if I'm very good at it anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I appreciate
let the
that.
Experts do their thing.
I appreciate that. Likewise, for everything you guys do at RevenueWell with patient communication, I think you guys have an awesome product, and I think any practice out there that's looking to make their patient base happier and communicate with them more, use RevenueWell. I think they've got a really cool product, and I'm not just saying that because you complimented me, Deana. I've worked with you guys for a long time, and I love everyone that I know so far from the company, and I think you guys are doing some cool things.
Thanks. Well, we love working with you. I mean, it's a great partnership and friendship, and I love it. I just really feel like birds of a feather.
Yeah,
like
totally.
I was saying earlier, we all just attract alike people who have the same sense and purpose, and it's really fun when you create an army of us. Yes,
it's even better, right?
We're unstoppable.
So awesome! This has been an awesome, fun episode, Deana. I've loved it. If anyone from our audience is looking to reach out to you or ask any questions about RevenueWell or about leaving PPOs or whatever, right, in dentistry, what's the best way they can get a hold of you?
So there are two ways. You can email me at dzost@revenuewell.com, or you can call me 817-983-3819. And if it's not me, I'll leave a voicemail. I'll get back with you. But if it's not me that can connect you directly with RevenueWell, I will find the person within RevenueWell that will help you out. We have just an amazing crew of people, and I can't say enough good about it. Can't say enough good.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So reach out to Deana if you guys have questions about RevenueWell or all of her experience. I think she's done some pretty cool things in our industry. So, Deana, thank you so much for coming on our show today. This has been a blast.
I know, Jordan. It's been super fun. I need to talk to you like every Monday. Can we do like a Monday thing?
A Monday huddle? We can do a Monday huddle, Deana.
It's funny. I don't call it a huddle. I call it a morning tailgate.
Tailgate.
I'm in Texas. So
of course.
Awesome. Yeah. You should be that excited. And as an office manager, I did have pom-poms in my office. Just saying. It's not a bad thing. No, but you're fun. I really appreciate you. You've made my Monday.
Likewise. You're awesome. So, again, thanks everyone for listening to our show today, and we hope you guys have a rocking time.